Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.
So, how's your work?
Good. How about you?
I am going to resign. A few of the new staff have already left. Obviously, a lot of similar jobs pay much better salaries.
But your company is huge. Can't they afford to pay the staff decent wages?
But we have a policy of paying according to seniority in the company, so new employees get quite low salary, no matter how excellent they have done.
That's short-sighted. By the time the workers are experienced and contributing, they are likely to go.
That's why I am going to leave.
But you have already worked there for 5 years.
I am worried about my future. I can't believe that our company is as big as it is. The company can only continue to grow by taking care of its staff.
Well, the management doesn't seem to think that way. Anyways, you have to think twice before you act.
Thank you. I will.
Thank God you showed up when you did. He's insane. Do you think we should call the police?
Don't worry about it. I'll call my friend and have him take care of it. I can't believe he was stalking you all these years. What a nut job.
I know. Well, he said I'm not pregnant. I'm sorry if I got you all worked up over nothing. I want you to know that I didn't do it on purpose.
Don't apologize. From the moment I met you, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought of you. And now that I'm with you again, I'm just scared, Veronica. The closer I get to you, the worse it gets. The thought of not being with you, I just can't handle it. We were made for each other, Veronica. You are my everything, my soulmate. What can I do?
Just hold me. I'll always be here for you, no matter what. And together, we can tackle whatever life throws at us. I believe in us, Stephen.
I'm so happy to hear that. I knew we belonged together. I love you so much. Did you see the picture of the guy on the front page of the newspaper this morning?
No, I haven't had a chance to read the paper yet.
You've got to see it. It's an unbelievable picture.
What's so interesting about it?
Well, this guy fell asleep on the sofa, and when he woke up, half his face had been bitten off.
What? How did that happen?
They think his dog was trying to wake him up and couldn't, so ended up biting him in his face.
Wow. What does his look like now?
It looks pretty frightening. He doesn't have any lips, so all you can see are his gums and teeth. Most of his nose and chin are missing too.
What did he look like before his dog bit his face off?
He was actually quite handsome. What a shame.
What's he going to do now?
It said that he's hoping to get a face transplant, but until then, he's looking forward to Halloween so he isn't the only one wearing a mask. Which do you like better, orange or lemon?
I like orange better.
Why?
Because orange is much more to my taste.
I had to announce his innocence in court today, but it left a nasty taste in my mouth.
You mean you suspect him?
I'm not sure. I'll try to prove my feeling.
I hope I can do something for you.
What's the plot of your new movie?
It's a story about a policeman who is investigating a series of strange murders. I play the part of the detective. He has to catch the killer, but there's very little evidence. It's a psychological th.
Did you enjoy making the movie? We heard stories of disagreement with other actors and with the director.
I have had disagreement with every director I've worked with. We've always disagreed in a friendly way and we have always resolved our differences. It was the same when I made this movie. I don't know.
Critics are not very happy with the movies that you've made recently. Does that bother you?
Not at all. The feedback from audience has been great. I care about what they think more than what the critics think.
Did you do your own stunts in the movie?
I wanted to, but my insurance company wouldn't let me. All of my stunts were done by a stuntman. As you know, I used to do my own stunts, but I'll leave that to the experts in future.
Thank you very much for doing this interview.
My pleasure. Have you seen the movie yet?
Yes, I have. I liked it very much. Like you, I was very impressed with Rachel's performance in the movie. She's going to be a star. Thank you for joining us this evening at Shea Attitude.
I am Mr. Foster, and we have a 7 o'clock dinner reservation tonight for 4 people.
Welcome, Mr. Foster. If you would have a seat in the lounge area, our hostess will be ready to seat you in just a moment.
We are going to have a drink while we are waiting. Please let the hostess know that she can find us there.
She will come and let you know when your table is prepared.
Those patio tables are new, aren't they? Would it be possible to be seated out there?
An outside table is available right now if you would like to be seated immediately.
We would love to sit outside. Thanks for your help.
Here is your table, and now may I take your drink order while you are considering what to have for dinner?
Yes. Could you please bring us a pitcher of margaritas and 4 glasses while we are figuring out our dinner order?
I'll put your drink order in and be right back to get your dinner order.
We'll be ready to order by the time you get back.
Wow, is winter always this cold in Taiwan?
Not really. It's much warmer usually. You are not used to cold weather?
No, I am from South California. This is my first real winter.
Well, you'd better get some more warm clothes.
What's the temperature today anyway?
I would say it's about 5 degrees Celsius.
Let's have seafood tonight and then go see the new movie at Mall Cinema. Betsy told me it's a beautiful love story and I shouldn't miss it.
Oh, goodness, please not again. That's what we did last week.
No, we didn't. Last week we went to see that movie about a man's struggle against mental illness.
Right, it was a chick flick. Just like this one, so what's the difference? Besides, this is the last week for the 3rd movie in Destroyer series and I want to see that on a big screen. Action movies need to be seen in a theater on a big screen.
Oh, yeah, and I did promise to see it with you if we went to that movie last week. But you liked that movie, didn't you?
Oh, sure, it was great. I had popcorn for dinner and paid the price of a movie ticket to get a 2-hour nap.
It wasn't that bad, and you're the one that insisted on skipping dinner. We went to an excellent restaurant.
That place doesn't have a single meat dish. Just fish and shellfish, and you know I don't like fish that much.
And I don't like meat that much. The only meat I eat is chicken.
But when I pick the restaurant, we go to a place that has both chicken and fish. I always respect your food preferences.
Well, I suppose that, to be fair, you should get to pick the movie and we can go to a restaurant that serves meat.
Now you're talking. We can see that love story next time.
You mustn't touch the wet paint, Bill.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Try to be more careful in future. Look. You've damaged the sign.
Is this the sign? What does it says?
It says no smoking here.
Thanks for inviting me to work out with you, Joan.
Don't mention it. Let's go in.
Yeah. This place looks great. Wow. Look at her. She can certainly get down, can't she?
She sure can. Are you jealous, Leslie?
A little. I wish I could do that.
You can. With a little practice.
Look at him. He's buff.
I think he's hot too.
How do they all get in such tip-top shape?
Exercised over and over. Exercise is a key.
That's it. I decided to turn over a new leaf. I'm going to exercise every single day.
Good for you, Leslie.
Come on, Tara. Let's go up to the window and buy 2 tickets. The movie is starting in a few minutes.
We can't break into the line. Don't be so impatient. We'll be at the front of the line soon.
2 tickets, please. How much are they?
Oh no, Ari. I didn't mean for you to pay for me when I invited you to go tonight. Let's go Dutch. I'll pay my own way. I insist.
I'm looking forward to this film. I read a good review of it in this morning's newspaper.
Me, too. It will be great to see something light and funny for a change. I'm tired of heavy drama.
Are these seats okay?
They're fine, but I can't watch a movie without popcorn.
What time do you have?
5:15.
I must be off now. I'm pressed for time.
See you.
Have you seen that house?
Yes, it looks interesting.
You're right. I love it very much.
It must be old.
At least more than 100 years old.
Let's enter it.
I can't open the door.
It must be locked.
Let me ask the old woman in that reception office.
She can't answer you.
She must be deaf.
It must be a haunted house. Are you frightened?
Frightened? You must be joking. How do you think people get their personalities?
I think it's mainly from the environment a person lives in.
Don't you think people get their personalities from their parents?
No, but parents control a lot of the environment that kids grow up in, so they certainly influence their kids' personalities a lot.
So why do you think many kids have personalities that are so different from their parents?
Maybe when they become teenagers, they want to be completely different to their parents.
You might be right. I guess most parents want their kids to be like them, but kids today grow up in a different environment. You know, they know much more about the world from the internet, newspapers, and TV.
Do you think that teenagers get a lot of their bad behavior from TV and movies?
Maybe some of it, I think a lot of people blame TV and movies when the real problem is that the parents aren't bringing their child up correctly.
Parents have a difficult job. They have to bring up their children and usually have to work too.
Yes, that's true. Your son is doing well at school, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's very hardworking when he's at school. Then he comes home from school and does homework before dinner. After dinner, he goes out with his friends.
So, he's not a bookworm? It's good that he has an outgoing personality. Some kids are very quiet and introverted. You wonder they'll survive in the real world without their parents to support them. Doesn't she have any friends?
If she has, they must be fair-weather friends.
Such friends are even worse than enemies.
She'd better keep away from them.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation when you have to lie to people who trust you?
Do you mean lying to people for their good?
Yes. Is it wrong to lie to them even if it is for their good?
It's hard to say. I mean, how can you judge what's good for them? Maybe it is best to tell them the truth no matter what it is.
But sometimes it is so hard to tell the truth.
I know. If you're sure the truth will do harm, maybe you can choose not to tell it.
Sometimes I think television is too biased. None of them are completely objective.
That's unavoidable. But think, how would you keep up to date without television?
Newspapers or the radio, I guess. I just wish TV was more objective.
Look, you can still learn a lot from watching television. You just need to be smart when you're watching. Filter the information and decide if you believe what you are hearing or not.
The internet's a lot worse.
Really? Why?
There's no one moderating it. Anyone around the world can put information onto the net for anyone else to see. The information on the internet is mostly unsubstantiated and you can never know who has written it, or why. A lot of people get conned online.
Again, you need to think carefully. If you don't trust others online, have nothing to do with them.
David, recently I established a traveling forum, and now I want to make a plan to hold the first activity. Where can we go for this time?
How many members are there in your forum?
12.
I think we can visit West Lake. The landscapes are attractive. It is said that just as there is paradise in heaven, there are Su Thou and Hang Thou on earth.
It's surely worth going to. There are 10 famous spots there.
What can we do next after locating the place?
Inform my members to prepare for the traveling. And then we can discuss about the traveling costs.
I really should be on my way.
Oh, not yet. At least have one for the road.
No, thanks all the same.
Well, I am sorry you have to leave so early.
Thank you very much. I really had a good time.
Well, thank you for coming.
See you.
Bye.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.